What is up, YouTube? So we are getting the Jeep fixed. We're trying to see if we can get new springs. We are here with Aaron at the garage shop, but we're at one of his buddy's shops right now just to see what we can do, what springs we can get, see if he has anything, if we can help along. So come along for the ride. So we're here at Pack Racing Springs, and there's been a lot of jargon and stuff and a lot of Japanese. It's not really Japanese, but it sounds just, it's another language. So we're here to see if they can help, if they have other springs. Also, Aaron is getting new coilovers for his FJ, and I'll have him or Brandon speak on that because I am not educated in this. I'm just updating you on where we are at. I can't really film in any of the places. I was able to film inside for, they were testing out Aaron's coilover just to see. I'm not sure exactly what they were doing, but I'll show some footage of what was going on. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see a bunch of this stuff and just see kind of top of the line racing stuff or top of the line car automotive stuff. So I hope you enjoy.
So we've been spending today trying to contact some local companies that deal with springs and some guys that know what they're talking about. We contacted a company here that says they might have some stuff in stock, some 275 pound rated springs, and probably gonna stick those on. We're still looking at some other stuff, but I'm about to call Rough Country now and see if I can get some information as far as what the weight rating of these is, and we'll give them a call in a little bit and we'll find out what's going on.
So there's this big fat juicy bumblebee that will not leave us alone, and it is one of the fattest and juiciest, probably the tastiest bumblebees I've ever seen in my life. Let's see if I can find it. It's flying around me or Brandon and I. Where'd it go? So this vlog's a little bit up in the air, similar to the last one, just because we're just kind of waiting around, seeing if we can get parts in, contacted people. So that's what Brandon's doing now, is calling somebody to check it, because it's getting close to that time to where if we need to overnight a part, we need it to be shipped as soon as possible, which is within the next hour, or else it won't get here tomorrow and we'll be delayed even more. That's not what we're trying to do. But now Aaron's just finished putting on his coilovers on his FJ, and he's gonna give it a little test ride. So Aaron's shop is actually really cool. I've never been in a shop similar to this or anything like this. You know, there's race cars and stuff like that, but then he also has that nice FJ. And right behind me is the Raptor that should be coming out. Really cool stuff. So, you know, I was thinking about living the van life, but once I saw that Raptor, I'm like, it is expensive, but you know, it's something to dream about. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we just got off the phone with Adam from Clayton Off-Road in Connecticut. We referred to him by Eric over at Aussie Lockers. We got some heavy-duty springs being delivered tomorrow, overnighted, and we're just gonna hang out, do some camping locally, and then Aaron's gonna help us strap everything on tomorrow. We'll be back on the trail. So big thanks to everybody involved with that. Really saving our and we can't wait to get started again.
So Aaron also took a look at the rotors on the Jeep, and there are gashes on the back rotors, and we're at Napa getting new rotors and brake pads to fix that. All of that's due to the weight. All of this overloaded stuff and the springs and all that is really causing a lot of issues on everything. So looks like we're getting everything solved. Hopefully we get everything solved. Can't say anything final until it's all done and we're on our way and we tested everything out, but everything is looking really good in terms of the struggle bus, because this struggle bus has been rough. So now we're probably gonna go set up camp at one of Aaron's friend's place. He has like a lot of land, a big acre. He said it's cool because he has a pavilion and there's like a little pond or creek or something like that. So we're gonna go set up there and see how that is looking. Brandon's doing drone shots. He crashed it already within like a minute of getting it in the air.
No damage at all.
Yeah, so there's no damage, it's fine. We just flew it into some bushes or trees or whatever. So it's okay. Roscoe's freaking out because he wants to get the drone.
So we've been hanging out at the garage shop all day with Aaron and just trying to get everything figured out with the parts that we need for the Jeep to get it back on the trail. And in the meantime, Aaron kept saying, no, I got a great place for you guys to camp. He kept telling us about this property, and we just got here, and it's basically just an 80-acre ranch, kind of horse farm slash like self-sustained kind of place, all the way back in the woods. It's got this huge like pavilion kind of wedding place and a cabin that he told us we can use so we don't have to set up our tent tonight. Super accommodating, friendly. I mean, there's water hookups here so we can fill up our water bottle, our shower, all that stuff. There's bathrooms. Just super generous, man. Coming from New York and Chicago, we don't really expect or even understand, you know, the lengths that people go through to kind of help you out, and you know, kind of just listening to our story and super curious about our trip and all that stuff. It just feels amazing. And now we got a great place to crash. It's actually still light outside, which means that for the first time ever, I get to set up camp. I don't even have to set up camp, but like I get to set up camp when it's still daylight out. So we're just gonna hang out, eat some dinner, enjoy the nice weather, fly the drone a little bit, and you know, get some work done and then get some nice rest. And tomorrow the springs show up at Aaron's shop. We're gonna put those on. We got some new rotors and pads for the back. We're gonna take a look at the exhaust, maybe do some custom stuff to try to get it raised up over the track bar a little bit better than it is right now. And then we're gonna hit the road again.
Let me just rephrase everything. This is not anything that I expected what this trip would be. It's only been 3 days, and everything that has happened, my expectations have been blown in terms of the experience and the people that we have met. And Aaron told us that he has a friend, like Brandon already said, and this is on this guy's land, and this is a pavilion to have weddings in. Behind me is a nice creek, and there's a cabin over there that we can stay in. That's what this trip is about. Meeting new people, experiencing new experiences. It's incredible. It's just nice knowing that there's, I don't want to say good people out there that are just, it's like whatever to them to help other people.
Helping us out is of no benefit to anybody. It's not like we've made promises to them. It's not like we've said, oh, you know, this is what we can do in return. These people literally have all gone out of their way to help us with absolutely no expectations for anything in return. And that's just an amazing feeling. So now you chasing me with that thing?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm excited.
I already talked, man.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Say something exciting.
Adventure awaits. What's up? Happy Taco Tuesdays from the Trailspin family. Trailspin Tacos.
What is included in a Trailspin taco?
Chicken, peppers, onions, all in a bag. So you just got to heat them up. A little guacamole if you got fresh avocado, that's better. Salsa, sometimes sour cream. I forgot to buy the sour cream, so. And Braxton better get some before there ain't some.
What?
I said you better get some before there ain't some.
Okay. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, for somebody who doesn't like to run anymore, you sure do run a lot.
Yeah, gotta get those shots. How are you, Roscoe? Okay, bye. This is so weird.
So we're wrapping things up for the night. Just settling in, doing more administrative tasks, video editing, social media responses, Another long day, hanging out in the sun, waiting around, making phone calls, and trying to get everything situated with the Jeep. So we got some springs coming tomorrow. It's supposed to be there by 10:30 a.m. Just gonna get to the shop around 9, start working on the Jeep, get the wheels off, switching out the rotors and stuff, all that fun stuff. Hopefully the parts come nice and early, get everything strapped on, no issues, and we'll be back on the road. I don't know if are we gonna hit the road tomorrow?
I guess it really depends because we got to test it, and it depends on how fast they put on how fast we get everything switched out.
No, these guys are pretty good, so I'm thinking everything's gonna move along pretty well. I guess there's a bunch of dirt piles across the street that Aaron said we can go test things out, make sure everything's nice and solid, and formulate a plan, figure out where we're gonna head next.
Donkey.
Donkey?
Oh, horse.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? What was that?
Aaron has also been on the Transamerica Trail, I think he said twice. Last time he was on it was 2 years ago, and he basically told us that the first half of it is boring and shouldn't do it.
Monotonous, muddy, flat, boring. So some of the words he used.
Because there's a lot of better stuff to see other than the first half. It's all on the west coast,
Yeah.
the west side.
He said to get started in New Mexico and he said to head up along the east side of some river. We'll figure it out. He gave us a bunch of paper maps, so we're actually going to take a look at some of those tonight and formulate a plan. We just kind of want this all to be like entertaining and worthwhile. Obviously, we don't want anybody to waste their time. We're kind of showing you guys what the trail is like. So I think tomorrow night we might just kind of hit the road for a few miles, find a place to camp. Hopefully we'll have better luck with that. I mean, I don't know if we could get any better luck than getting to chill in a cabin.
Yeah. So, well, the main issue right now is we are titling the Transamerica Trail. We wanted to document this so that we can put out more content there to show people what the Transamerica Trail is about, how it is, this and that, but a lot of people are saying it's just not worth, the first half is not worth it. So we're taking that into consideration, and it was more for, we just wanted to go on a trip in a sense and document along the way and
do some exploring, do some learning. I think we are going to hit the trail again. He told us that we wouldn't be able to reach Flagstaff or Overland Expo West if we continued on the trail. He says it's so sloppy and so muddy that it's slow going. So we only have like 120 to 200 miles a day mapped out for the next couple weeks leading up to Expo, but he said there's no way we're going to get to Flagstaff in 2 weeks if we stick on the trail. That's due to weather, that's due to the fact that there's washouts. He said there's like silt beds that wash out onto the road, and it's just muck. We're not scared of it. We'll check it out. I mean, if it's going to slow us down so much that we're not going to make Expo, obviously we're going to have to duck out. But at the same time, we're also thinking about just bombing it to Moab, hanging out for a few days, and kind of waiting for Aaron to show up next Thursday. Link up with them, and then they've got some really cool routes planned up leading all the way up to Overland Expo. So that sounded like too much fun to kind of skip out on it just to kind of stick to the trail for the sake of sticking to the trail. So
right. Since he has a lot of experience over there and he's been telling us a lot of stuff, so it would be a week hanging out with those guys, with experienced guys, and that way we would learn too and not have struggle city for the first couple days like we have been. Yeah,
and they're all experienced mechanics, and they've got really cool rigs. I mean, you saw the Raptor today, the FJ that they're building. These are all SEMA builds. They're all sponsored and just kind of ridiculous vehicles. So we're kind of excited about hanging out with them and doing some cool stuff. And they said everything that they're doing leading up to Overland Expo is going to be fairly laid back, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. Nothing too crazy technical or anything like that. And if we do get stuck, we got other people around us to kind of help us out. So that being said, tomorrow we'll probably just continue along the trail, and then day after we'll continue on the trail and just kind of get an idea of what it's like. If it's flat and it's gravelly, then we'll keep going. If we hit like 2, 3, 4 days in a row of mud, we'll probably just duck out. But we'll see when we get there.
So yeah, that's it. We just gotta do a bunch of work. We gotta edit all these videos, do daily vlogs. Uploading daily is hard.
It is hard. And by the way, all you people that have been leaving comments on our Facebook posts and our Instagram posts and our YouTube posts, like, thank you so much. And like, it really it's energizing to actually get positive feedback and see people that, you know, are appreciating the struggle that we're going through. We're just kind of living it and doing it, and I think people are appreciating that, and we love the comments. It gives us something to look forward to. So keep them coming, man, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, you know, ring the notification bell. That way you know when we got new videos, even though you don't really have to know. We're going to be doing this daily. So other than that, I think that's it. We're going to hit the hay, check a couple red stripes. I'm going to, but get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day. We got to get that Jeep fixed. Peace. Are we supposed to just rock back and forth so we can do the little like screen annotations at the end? All right.
It's just gonna be us.